Hey everybody, welcome to Raven's Rants. It's not a recap and it's not a rule, it's just a rant. As always, I was excited to see the new edition of the Western Canada Highway News. I actually do read it all the time and I have for years. This issue is the Leadership Roundtable, which I enjoy because it gives you a sense of where industry is right now and what are considered priorities or at least topics getting traction. I thought some of the topics needed a comment because I can't seem to keep my big mouth shut. How about that? Diversity. Okay, this is the question. Diversity has been a hot topic in the transportation industry and beyond, with other sectors seeking a diverse group of employees. What is your association's plans going forward regarding diversity in the industry? Are any initiatives, programs, or funding being implemented to drive diverse workers to join the industry? All right, what exactly is a diverse worker? Diversity in a specific industry refers to the inclusion of individuals from various backgrounds. The big ones are ethnicity, gender, age, sexual orientation, religion, and disability. The aim is to create a workforce that reflects the diversity of the community. And the overall goal is to create an industry that is inclusive, welcoming, and representative of the diverse population it serves. I thought a couple of the answers were okay, but they did miss the mark. Zero mention of the LGBTQ community. There's not even a policy to use gender-neutral language in reports. At bare minimum, maybe start there. A big miss, I thought, was not addressing the bullying, racism, and overall lack of physical safety on the road. If you want to attract more women to trucking as a career, go watch the Barbie movie, review your company's policy on harassment, have a toolbox meeting about toxic masculinity, and then work on making the road a safer place for everyone, but in this context, women. The racism and bullying in trucking on every level needs to be talked about. Go on any trucking Facebook page or any forum related to commercial drivers and driving and read the vitriol and hate that people write and watch the videos of the road rage encounters and you will get a sense of what drivers face. Why would anybody want to go into an industry and be treated in the way drivers are? My opinion, anyone that writes policy or regulations that affect drivers needs to spend a few days of on-the-job training and take a trip. Hard to have empathy for something you don't understand. The next question is my favorite topic, technology. How is your association leveraging data analytics and telematics to optimize fleet management, improve fuel efficiency, and reduce operational costs within your province? I feel like they all answered the question wrong. The question was about using technology for optimizing fleet management and using GIS for route management and saving money. But everybody answered the question like it was about using ELDs for compliance. Any chance I get to talk about ELDs, I will. This is the first time in the history of transportation safety compliance that you have technology with the regulation to back it up. This can be transformative for drivers and industry. ELDs generate a CSV data file. That data file is an Excel spreadsheet. Auditors and safety managers can easily retrieve and review hours of service data from the spreadsheet rather than sorting through pages and pages of RODs to do monthly driver audits. A specific record can be retrieved and copied from the spreadsheet, and it is a digital record of non-compliance. That is the administrative side of it. The real transformative side of it is the accountability. Companies can no longer throw the driver under the bus and say they didn't know the driver was out of hours. Combine ELDs with front and rear-facing cameras, and that is a level of accountability we have never had before. Bad company owners need to face liability for allowing drivers to exceed the daily limits. Drivers don't want to drive 20 hours a day. Drivers are forced into that position for lots of different reasons. The Walmart settlement was $90 million. If that doesn't make the safety culture change, what would? If they can convict murderers using GPS records, proving a driver is over hours is nothing. Can you comment on your province's trucking-related infrastructure? Seriously, people, rest areas? 2010 called, they want their projects back. We have been talking about rest areas for 30 years and nothing gets done. How many highway rest areas got closed in Alberta in 2009? Anyone who has driven across the prairies knows that there are not enough rest areas. You don't need another study to know that. What should be talked about is designing and building rest areas or pullouts that can accommodate LCVs and overdimensional loads. And can we please add highway line painting maintenance to the project list? Painting the lines on the road is one of the best and easiest highway projects, but it is never a priority. Looking ahead, what other challenges do you anticipate for the trucking industry? What opportunities are there? Everyone spoke about the driver shortage, and there has been a driver shortage every year since the 90s. First, recognizing commercial driving as a federal trade will go a long way to help the driver shortage. That opens up government funding for training. I think if you want to recruit new drivers to the industry, we need to stop emphasizing the negative aspects and focus on the positives. Think about people wanting to transition to a new career or semi-retirement and travel. It's like van life, but you get paid. What lobbying success has your association experienced in 2023? Some jurisdictions got some really good ones. BC got speed limiters and brake check area improvements. Saskatchewan got some LCV policy and licensing reciprocity. All good stuff. Where I think it gets messy is when an association lobbies government to get an exemption to a safety regulation. Alberta successfully lobbied and got changes to the oil field exemption permit as it relates to hours of service. Why just the oil field? Do the farmers know that the oil field got changes? All in all, I thought there was some great information, and I love the theme of harmonization between the jurisdictions. Looking forward to New Year's editions.